Health and Honesty Kitchen is happy to be bringing you a gut-healthy recipe today. It is going to be our fermented sauerkraut, which is much more economical than buying an expensive bottle of probiotic pills. So I'm going to give you an easy step-by-step guide in how to make it. Let's begin. One of the most important reasons why we focus on probiotics is for my son. He was diagnosed with autism, and after that diagnosis, we didn't know what to do. So I did my research, and the best thing I could do at home was implement a good diet. And within a recent test we did, called the organic acids test, we found out that he has a severe overgrowth of Clostridia and yeast. So this recipe today is specifically designed to replace a lot of bad bacteria in his gut with good ones, without having to buy that expensive bottle of probiotic pills. So here to help me is my almost birthday boy. His birthday is tomorrow, Calum. Say hi.
Danny.
He's a big goofball, but he's gonna be a good help with us today. All right, let's go over the tools we need to make the sauerkraut while Calum over here entertains you with funny faces, probably, which is a-okay. All right, the first thing is the mandolin slicer. It makes my job way easier because it's a lot of veggies we have to cut. If you don't have one, you can use a plain old knife. I have a measuring spoon, teaspoon for the salt, a large cutting board, a glass bowl big enough to put all your veggies in to massage the salt in, a half-gallon glass jar, a lid, and a measuring weight to put on top of the cabbage to keep it submerged. If you don't have any of these tools, don't worry, I'll put links down in the description below. Now let's go over the ingredients we need. First and foremost, it's going to be the cabbage. And all other veggies are optional, but they do add nutritional value, especially the garlic, and I'll tell you exactly why. So, Calum, can you help grab me the cabbage? One big head of cabbage. And then I'm going to add to mine a carrot. Probably one of the biggest carrots I've ever seen. The garlic, there on the left. Yeah. Now I'm gonna add the garlic because with his yeast overgrowth and the Clostridia, garlic is awesome for killing off yeast. So I'm gonna add it into whatever I can, including the sauerkraut. And last, the spices. So I'm gonna need the salt and that bowl of spices. So coriander and mustard go really well with sauerkraut. Again, optional. What is not optional is the salt. The salt is what helps it ferment and keep it from getting bad bacteria in there. It's a great preservative and it increases the amount of probiotics in the sauerkraut. Step one, we're gonna cut the veggies. I'm gonna begin with the cabbage. There really is no rhyme or reason for what veggies you wanna cut first. I'm going to peel the outer layers of the cabbage.
A cabbage.
So I can get that nice freshness.
And
set those aside. If you do not have a weight to put on top of the sauerkraut, you can always use a cabbage leaf and make sure to fold the edges inward to keep the cut sauerkraut submerged. Cut it into fourths around the core. And now we're gonna slice it, and I'm gonna quickly go over the benefits of sauerkraut. So you take something that's healthy and you ferment it, and it actually increases the amount of nutrition it has. It seems strange, but it's true. Dr. Mercola sent a sample of sauerkraut to a lab, which showed that I think it's 4 to 6 ounces of sauerkraut has more beneficial bacteria in it than an entire bottle, 100 count of store-bought probiotics. 1 cup of sauerkraut contains 35% of your recommended daily value of vitamin C, 23% of your daily value of vitamin K, 12% of your daily recommended value of iron, 11% manganese, 9% of your recommended daily value of B6. It has 9% also of folate, 7% of copper, and 7% potassium. So it is rich in nutrients for your body. Sauerkraut also has enzymes to help you digest your food. Another interesting fact is that sauerkraut reduces the pH of your stomach. You even have to bite it. How does it taste? Good. So we're finishing up putting the rest of the cabbage in the bowl. This is how much we have. And we're gonna pack it in so it's gonna get a little bit more condensed to fit in here. Now, what I also have is this giant mess. So I'm gonna clean it up and then come back to do the carrot.
Do carrot.
Okay, he's right. Next is our carrot. Now, the cleaning up after the cabbage is not an extra step. I know that you guys probably are gonna have a mess on your counter, and that's okay. Keep it until the end. You do not have to clean in the middle. So we're gonna cut the carrot on the top and bottom and set that aside and grate. What do you think? Caleb's gonna help me. All right, now we're done with the carrot, and I have a couple extra pieces for you and me, and even extra for the chickens. And I'm gonna have him dump this into the bowl while I add in the garlic. Good job. Now get your fingers in there and get all the carrots you can. Buddy, get all the carrots you can.
Can you tap it?
I sure can. Tap it, make sure we get everything we can. And that is the end of step 1, making a mess and cutting up all the veggies. Step 2 is massage. And no, it's not for you, it's for the veggies. We're gonna add 1.5 to 2 teaspoons, and I like to go a little bit heavier. Yeah, I'll let you dump it out. 2 teaspoons of sea salt. You add that in. Good job.
Can I like it?
No, you don't want to lick that. That's salty. Okay, you can help me massage it though. And then we're gonna get our hands in there and we're gonna massage until we get a lot of juices start coming out of those veggies. And that's called the brine. All right, now that you've got your hands dirty, if you can give it a squeeze and you see that juice coming out, it is ready to pack. So I'm just gonna add in all the leftover or the extra spices that I haven't added in already. Which is coriander, mustard, juniper's a good one too, juniper berry. Squeeze, now put it in the jar. Now this again, it's gonna be a messy process. So tarp maybe underneath. If your hand doesn't reach down in here, Cam's getting me a wooden spoon to help tamp it down. And that allows the juices still to come up over the sauerkraut. Now I've tamped it down, and if your hands don't look like this, you're probably not doing it right. It's a mess, but it's worth it. And I think we're ready to start adding water and doing things that we don't necessarily need Caleb for, so I'm gonna let you go play. Thank you so much for helping me, Caleb. Do you want to say bye to everyone watching on the camera?
Bye.
All right, now this is really important. I don't have a nice layer of brine on top, so what I'm gonna do is add filtered water on top. And it's very important because if you have city water that has chlorine in it, it's going to kill off the bacteria that you need in your sauerkraut. So use non-chlorinated filtered water, enough to submerge all of that good sauerkraut. All right, so here's the problem. That cabbage shrunk down a lot. So this would work good into smaller jars, or you can still do this. What I've done is I've reserved a cabbage leaf, and even though this is smaller than the diameter of the jar, I'm going to put the cabbage leaf on top of the sauerkraut and then weigh it down with the glass weight. It's a simple fix, and that keeps all the sauerkraut submerged so that we're not messing with bacteria that's on the surface of the water, and fermentation goes perfectly. Then I'm going to cap. Now, this cool little thing is a silicone cap. It's not one of the expensive airlock lids. They are pricey. This is the second best bet, or you can just use a plain lid. Now, if you use a plain lid, you do not want to screw it down tight because as it ferments, it's going to release gases. And if the gases are trapped in there, your jar could explode. So all you have to do is make sure that it's not screwed in all the way tight. With this silicone thing, it has a little burping top, so it won't get too much pressure inside the jar. Now we're gonna put it in a place that's out of direct sunlight and cool, because if it gets too warm, there's a strain called lactobacillus. If there's too much of it, it's gonna get really slimy and we don't want that. So 3 to 4 days, I'm going to be back here to let you watch us eat it. So I'll see you then. Welcome back. It's been 4 days and we're ready to try our sauerkraut. And I promise it's been 4 days, even though we're wearing the same clothes, we wanted to add some continuity to our video. So we are going to get started. Open it up. Now remember, we put the glass weight down on the top layer of cabbage to hold the sauerkraut under the brine. So we're going to remove that. You can place it in the sink. You can feed it to your chickens too, because probiotics are good for them. And then dig in. Now you'll see Calum try the sauerkraut and see if he likes it. Just gonna take a quick look. All right, buddy, what do you think? Now, if you feed this to your kids and yourself and it's the first time, go slow. Too many good probiotics right off the bat is gonna kill a lot of the bad bacteria and cause stomach upset, gas, bloating, stuff that you don't wanna go through. So start small and then increase day by day. If you have it before a meal, it will help your digestion too. So start slow and enjoy. Kids may not like the flavor at first, but after a little while they started craving it. So give it a try and let me know. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like and subscribe to our channel. Question of the day today is, have you ever fermented before, and if so, how did it go? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching us here at Health and Honesty Kitchen. Please join us next time for another gut healthy recipe.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Not right now, me.
Start with carrot. Carrot's hard to swallow too. Where were you gonna go with that? What were you thinking? All right, whenever you're ready. Ready, Caitlin? Okay.
Is it on?
It is on.
Okay.